So I recently bought this E63 AMG Brabus from a private seller, and he was adamant that it is a genuine Brabus car.
Yeah. But when I saw that, that's what said to me, right, it's legit.
But I think it could be a fake.
There's a sticker, well not a sticker, almost like a welded plate to the exhaust, but because it's old and rusty, you can't read what it says.
Now when I bought it, I asked him, what paperwork do you have to prove that this is definitely a Brabus car?
I've not got a sales invoice.
And he showed me this, a price list printed off the Brabus website, which I don't think that's too convincing. And we're now at Brabus UK in Sheffield, and we've got the car booked in for a full inspection to determine if I've bought a fake. Established in 1999, Top Cars in Sheffield is a used car dealership who are known for selling high-end cars to high-end clients, like celebrities, football players and extremely high net worth individuals. Then at a certain point in their journey, Brabus Germany approached them to get them set up as one of their UK suppliers and installers of the Brabus brand to their high net worth clientele. And today they're blessed with the presence of Calvin's car diary and his 13-year-old E63 AMG to see if they can conclude if it's a fake. Keen? Good to meet you, Matt.
Good to meet you.
And Matt, yeah?
Yeah.
Good to meet you, boys. Thank you for having us down today. So this is my potentially fake Brabus E63 AMG. Before we talk about the car, let's talk about you guys and the whole Brabus journey, because this is interesting. Brabus is a massive brand, isn't it?
It is,
It's a German brand. I'm guessing they're still based over in Germany.
Yes.
And you guys are the UK front?
Yeah, so we're the branch for the UK, so we handle the majority over here. We've got the build, the workshop here. We've also got the showroom.
So we are out the back at the minute in the workshops. And in fact, what's interesting is when we pulled up, you've got this impressive building work going on at the front, and you're actually going through a phase of expansion.
Yeah, so
right?
we run out of space quite often, as you can imagine.
I know that.
Such as these, so we just said, look, we need to expand. We need a bigger showroom really to show the cars.
So what's your role here? So are you both in the same department, or?
No, so I look after the Brabus conversions as such, just to make sure obviously we get the car in from Mercedes, let's say scratch, and I make sure it goes through the whole production from start to finish until it's a finished Brabus.
Okay.
But I do also look after our service centre, so any sort of Lamborghini, supercar sort of servicing, repairs. I deal with all the workshop queries essentially. Then Keen, you obviously start the customer journey.
Yeah, handle the sales side. So as soon as Matt's done with the car, it's then passed on to myself. So if you're buying this car new or having it converted as a used vehicle, you'd be dealing with yourself.
When I first reached out to you when I was buying this car, and I think I messaged you on Instagram, and I was on the driveway of the car, and I'm thinking I could do with you responding, and you literally messaged me to say, Calvin, call me on my mobile number now. Don't buy the car yet. Let's just have a chat before you go ahead and buy it.
They're an additional ECU, so I'd expect obviously you have the factory Mercedes-Benz ECU, then I'd expect to see a secondary ECU as well.
And luckily you did, because obviously I'm excited about buying the car. I'm keen to buy it. Keen to buy it. And then I've got you on the phone. You're like, Cal, what has it got paperwork-wise? What's involved with the car? What stuff has it got in it, and stuff to look out for?
Yeah, so the non-genuine side, which is of course why you called us originally, it's a massive issue in the UK. A brand such as Brabus, it's always going to have the people that want to be seen as a Brabus car.
Yeah.
That's why I said, look, call me before you do anything.
Yeah.
You need to check it properly. It can all look good under the bonnet, but it needs to be inspected properly just to make sure you're spending money on the right thing.
And I was paying a high premium for it. So to put you in the picture, the book value of this car in the trade is £13,000 as a normal E63 AMG, right? I think I'd agreed to buy it at £18,000, which is obviously £5,000 more on the basis that it's a Brabus. In the pictures and everything, it looks impressive. I was like, wow, this looks good. When I come here today, right, and look at the cars that you've got here, like to me, this looks impressive. I know it's, what, 12, 13 years old, whatever. Let's just show everyone, let me just wander through and show everyone the car in here. This is a Mercedes G63 AMG, also known as the G-Wagon. One of these brand new from Mercedes today is in the region of £200,000. To get the full Brabus conversion, which includes the interior, which can be done at different levels, the exterior, which again can be done at different levels, plus all of the upgrades under the bonnet, including the bigger turbos and of course the upgraded power level, would cost you in the region of another £200,000. This car can be bought directly from Brabus as a brand new car, or you can bring your own car here and they'll do it all for you.
This one you're looking somewhere in the mid 400,000s. They are massively subject to the spec. It can be anywhere from low 300s to high 400s, even further if you really want to go that far. But it's a very well spec vehicle.
So this This is your show car, is it?
Yeah, so we build, the majority of our cars we just build for stock. So if you're spending that much on a car, you need to see it, you need to appreciate it, you need to get to know the Brabus brand. So we have them here in the showroom for you to come and have a look at. Now, this car isn't going to be for everyone. Some people might want to go absolutely crazy, have an orange interior, which you saw a sneak preview before.
Yeah.
Some people want something a bit more subtle, but you can look at this car and you can spec yours from here. So there's nothing stopping those from going, right, these are the bits that I want it to look like this, but here's my own twist on it.
So this car is about £200,000 above a normal G63 AMG. See, straight, it's got the wheels are the first thing you know. As well, you've got the bonnet up there, you can see the engine bay. It's got the 800 badges as well. The extent you go to is bloody impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, from memory, there's close to 200 new parts on the cars. So you can imagine it's not an overnight thing. It's not a quick get it in and out in a week. It does take.
It's a lot of man hours. Yeah. The thing is with Brabus as well is they want to follow OEM to the line. You know, every single bit of wiring that's laid in this car, you will not find it. So anything that we do on there is like it's left Mercedes-Benz. You know, we really take pride in that to make sure everything just looks like it's just rolled out of the factory.
I can see that, and I think that's why I felt like doing this video. It's just because I think a lot of people will feel like Brabus is maybe a part of Mercedes even, because it feels so in line with the brand that it's, and the finished product is unbelievable, isn't it? So it is like, I can see why people think that. I think we need to go back to our car, right? So our car has apparently got a power pack. Is that what it's called? What's it called?
Brabus call it Power Extra. So essentially that's what gives you the power upgrade. We obviously offer it out in stages. So there's 2 different stages. Some vehicles you get 3 stages.
Creating fakes and replica products of big brands across the planet is a huge business, and it's costing these brands millions of dollars each year. And Brabus as a brand is no stranger to it.
So this has got 800 badges on it, exactly the same as the 800 badges that you've got on your G-Wagon. Do you guys have issues? I know you just touched on it briefly there. Do you have people doing fakes of Brabus? Is that I think you mentioned it on the driveway again that day, didn't you?
So like I said earlier, it's quite a big issue in the UK, but worldwide as well. There's, as you know yourself, it's not a cheap upgrade just for this, even on the year of the vehicle. It's the same price today, so if somebody came with a standard E63 to us, it's the same price, it's not cheap. And if somebody wants to have that look, that we've spent a lot of money on the car, they have something different. It's a nice, cheap, easy thing to fake, if you will. Just put some badges on there and everybody thinks that you spent a lot of money. So it's important that it is genuine, especially if it's tuned by, say, a backstreet garage. Brabus badges. If you're buying that, you don't have the reliability there then.
It's a premium product. So this car has got the power upgrade, which I'm told is, or according to the price list that I've got with the car, which I'll show you, this is the paperwork. This is the full evidence that we've got a Brabus performance upgrade. And we're still yet to conclude, this could be all genuine, but this is the price list here for the car to get this work done. And it seems to be a lot involved with doing it. And I believe, is it about £15,000? Is that right?
I would expect so, somewhere around there.
But again,
I expect that's also plus VAT.
Okay, but again, depending on what you choose, because I know this car's also got on the exterior, it's got a rear diffuser, which that would have been part of an external pack maybe.
In fact, whilst we're on the subject of the external looks of the car, we did actually manage to find some pictures from a previous advert of the car from a few years ago, and it looks a little bit different.
If I go back to the car vertical check, you can actually see, by the way, big thanks to Car Vertical for sponsoring this video, I will link them below. When you do a car vertical check, when you buy a used car, use my code CCD to get 20% off. You're looking for all green ticks on the car. This car does have all green ticks. I've done a check before I went to look at the car to make sure it's good. I didn't want to waste my time and find out that it had been stolen previously, had any damage, had any finance outstanding on it, or had any mileage issues. So it's all good there. Flag on the emissions, obviously to do with the size of the engine, which is expected. But there are pictures of this car on this check. In those pictures there, which were back in 2021, and there's some more pictures there, 2022, it's actually got a splitter on the front there.
Right, yeah.
And I appreciate this is an old car and you guys probably don't do these cars so much anymore, but does that look like a Brabus splitter to you?
To me, no.
Okay.
But like you said, it's not one of the newer models.
Okay.
I would have to double check just to say it with any confidence, but we do find that, I'm sure this car's not a one owner car. Maybe the first owner had the tuning work carried out if it's genuine. The second owner then said, oh, let's do something on the exterior.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely nothing stopping somebody then from adding things aftermarket. So that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, and that's a normal scenario, isn't it? And even I'm like that on the driveway. I'm thinking it could have been done at Brabus, and then they might have added a splitter. So although that does help me, the rear diffuser does look like it's, look, the Brabus one does look like it's on the car in this picture, because you can see the B on the exhaust tips. The Brabus badging on the rear of the car in this picture is different to what it is now, because we've got Brabus badges, whereas here it's not on the back.
Yeah.
So that would probably tell you.
Yeah. Was that pre-engine work?
Yeah.
Was it added recently in the past
Let's
year?
see if there's any engine bay shots in here. There isn't. So yeah, they might have been done after that. But it's got the, yeah, it's a mystery.
You can start to see why it's so hard to authenticate one just on your own.
It is, and that's why I really, when you said, Calv, the only way of doing it is getting it down to us. So I'll show an example, by the way, of a crash damage E63 AMG or something like that, and that would have come up on the car vertical check. Again, going to remind you, I'll link them below. Use my code CCD to get 20% off. So paperwork's a big factor. Like I say it to everyone with used cars, keep your paperwork. If you buy something, you get an invoice, just throw it in the glove box, and it's there, isn't it? It's part of the history of the car, and it stays with the car. You done a search on your system to see if you guys had any evidence of, like, any knowledge of this car coming to you, and you
couldn't find anything, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a genuine car. We aren't the only place in the UK where you used to be able to get the Brabus parts from.
Yeah.
Not everybody uses the same system, which, as I said to yourself, is annoying.
Yeah.
It'd be nice and easy for you to call and I say, yep, it was carried out back in 2017 at this place. But now that we're handling the majority for the UK, it will become much easier.
Yeah, okay. So just notice that badge is like lifted a little bit there.
A bit of new one sorted for you.
So what's interesting here is Keane definitely isn't ruling out the fact that this car could be a genuine Brabus. Let's now get one of the techs on camera to see what his opinion is of it.
So you're the main tech here, yeah?
Get in there.
Get in there.
Phil's like a good tech. He's been most experienced with supercar side, but is a bit camera shy.
Okay, you used to be a tech at Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah.
So you know about how long ago was that?
Yeah, 2010 to 2021.
Okay, so
I've literally worked on these when they were for start.
Have you ever seen a Brabus one yourself?
No, never.
Never?
No.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so from factory, I think these are in the region of about 550 brake horsepower.
550, 560.
So to get it to 800 brake, that's a big leap, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, on the modern ones, it's turbo upgrades to get that sort of power out of them. They're not capable from factory.
No, of course.
Not running that constantly anyway.
So you can't just map it and get 800 brake, you need to put bigger turbos on.
If you want to run it safely.
Yeah. What's your first impressions of the car overall? When you first saw it?
It presents alright. I like them when they're honest. It's done mileage, you can see it's done mileage. It's got odds and sods where it needs to have them. So it looks genuine, to be fair.
It looks like a nice car.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, it presents it and well, can't argue with that.
But the big question is it a real Brabus?
Before we can find out, we need to leave the car with them for an hour so they can do a full inspection. So for the meantime, me and Amar decide to pop out and grab some lunch.
Do you know, it's a wicked location though. So they've got Sheffield Wednesday Football Club there, and they are literally on the entrance there. Like, their clientele must be footballers, surely. And if you want to capture footballers any better, but what's a better way of doing it than being right next to football? I don't know if that's the entrance, I don't know. But anyway, impressive. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is interesting.
So do you think the Mercedes is real or fake?
I've got a feeling I'm going to be eating humble pie. I reckon, based on the way that they're not ruling out the fact that this could be a genuine car. They're literally, like, Keane seems confident that, you know, it could go one way or the other. And I'm not going to be surprised if we go back there and they say this is a genuine Brabus car.
Yeah, same. We never know.
You never know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll go get some lunch and we'll conclude it from there. What are we going to do if it's fake, though, Omar?
What was your plan for it? If it was fake?
I've got an idea for if it's fake, but let's just hope it's not fake. Yeah?
So whilst we were on our lunch, Mark stripped the car and quickly came to a conclusion.
I've come back and I can see some parts on the floor, which I'm guessing you want to talk to us about.
Yeah.
Why are they on the... How do you want to do...
We've had to take some of these parts off to determine whether this is genuine. And the way we've done it is gone back to the original work instructions that this would have had if it had the kit, which it hasn't.
The pain, the effort, the upset, the amount of energy that's gone into this car and buying it. I've driven to Manchester, I've invested money, I'm now in Sheffield, and it's a bloody fake. If you have not hit subscribe, I think now is the time that you need to do it. Now what? I need to come up with a plan. This can't be the end.
And I'm just going to
So it's a fake?
a brief run through.
It is a fake.
It appears.
Oh my God.
It appears so. So essentially, the tuning box should have took power initially out of this fuse box. There's no in there to say that there's power.
Okay.
Power in any kind of external box.
Okay.
It would come off a boost pressure sensor, which is it took down here. There is no piggyback wire into this boost pressure sensor.
Okay.
And I have had the kick panel and the carpet up in passenger side to see if there's no integrated where it should be, and there's no integrated where it should be either.
Blimey.
So it looks like the tuning box is not present. The exhausts we've checked, the exhausts just look like they've been modified aftermarket.
Okay.
There's
Brabus.
weld marks and such.
No
around it.
Brabus branding on the exhaust, which I actually looked at on the driveway when we was looking at the car. I did have a look over it and I couldn't see it like...
No, there's no there, but the welds that are there look like it's been modified afterwards.
Okay.
So, yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be.
So hold on, so like that badge, obviously I mentioned earlier, that's lifted slightly. So that's a fake badge, is it?
I
Yeah,
expect so.
Yeah?
it most likely would be. It's so easy nowadays to just jump on eBay, jump on Amazon, AliExpress, whatever it may be, and type in Brabus badges, and hundreds of them will come up. It's quite common practice for a lot of people. It's just badge the car. I mean, quite common. I'd say with BMW putting M badges on them.
Yeah.
Same thing for Brabus.
Same thing, yeah.
Thing.
Even
Mark said the same thing, didn't we, when we saw the car pulling in? We said something doesn't look right with the badges on the rear.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Brabus
okay.
badge
Around them
here,
all day.
it looks thicker, the font looks thicker.
But even when I come out here and I looked at your badges in here and I went back to this car, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
And even like this, like under the bonnet, it looks impressive, obviously with the gold coverings there on the intakes. This looks impressive. Like whoever's made that has done...
So we were just double checking that because the factory kit comes with a red cover for airboxes.
Okay.
But whether it's got writing on it, I'm not sure. That was just the little detail I was just about to double check.
Okay. But the engine cover as a whole, it looked pretty
Yeah,
good.
it
Like
does.
someone who's
Yeah,
not...
yeah.
Like,
It
for
looks
me,
convincing, doesn't
yeah,
it? It looks convincing.
And it's frustrating for you guys because you're here doing like what you're doing. You've got these big builds on the go, working on proper cars, doing a good job, and then you've got idiots doing stuff like this, and upselling a brand that isn't their brand.
Yeah,
It's terrible, isn't it?
Definitely. I think it's worse for the person that's buying it more than anything, because obviously, like yourself, if you were buying it thinking it's a real, genuine Brabus, you're thinking, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But then obviously, if you were to come by to us, for example, get it checked like you have, to find out it really isn't, and say you paid the top money for it as well, I think that's when it becomes upsetting. I think that's what we're battling a lot, just a lot of people just buying into these fakes, which we're just trying to avoid all of that. One is just not safe. Two, just to save your money, and three is just, it's happening way too often that it should be.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It is
It
terrible.
really is.
And we've been back down the line of all of the previous owners of this car. It's not myself personally, but with Theo that I bought the car off. And everyone's adamant that it's genuine.
Yeah.
So at every point on the journey, everyone's overpaid for this car.
Yeah.
By the sounds of things. I don't know how true that is, but it seems like everyone's overpaid for this car. This is just one car that lots of people have been duped on, basically.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And then obviously you imagine on the bigger scale, let's say G-Wagon, obviously they're a bit more costly. you know, where does it end?
Yeah.
So that's what we'd like to put a stop to, because it's just not fair on anyone, really, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. But you can see when you, like, for myself, I've visited you guys today and I've looked over your cars and what you guys are doing. The difference in quality is exceptional. Like, it's a massive.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so far apart. So if I wanted to make, is it even doable? Is it possible nowadays for you guys to provide us with a power upgrade pack for this car?
Potentially.
Okay,
we
that's a
do
good
like
answer.
to keep some parts in stock, if you will, or available, just for the genuine cars that do need our assistance down the road. Not everything lasts forever, and we are there for it. We don't just want to offer it on day one. We want to be there in 10, 15 years when you need our help. So it's something that we can definitely have a look into.
Okay.
See what we can do for your car.
Yeah. That's
I think
interesting.
there's a lot of conversations to be had there.
Okay, yeah.
You've seen where the prices sit.
Yeah.
You've seen how expensive it can get.
Yeah.
But I think you've already sold yourself on a.
Well,
on a really.
it would be nice if it was a proper Brabus. I think the other option is just pull it. Well, I don't even want to say put it back to stock. I don't know. We can get it to VRS and maybe just get it modified to just a modified nice E63 AMG. But I'd be so curious to know if it was possible, how much it would cost to make this a proper Brabus car.
More than happy to look into it for you.
If you could give us a price.
We'll have a
to do
sit down. We'll go for everything.
Yeah.
And see if we can make anything stack.
Sound. I'm hurting inside. I mean, it sounds good though, Omar, doesn't it?
How many horsepower do you think this car actually is then? If it's not proper, if it's not Brabus at all?
I reckon, well, it's decatted and I reckon it's mapped, and it's definitely quicker than standard, because when I test drove this car when we bought it, it's a fast car. It's a very, very fast car. But power-wise, I would guess maybe 700 brake, maybe. But I suppose there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
What are you going to do?
We're gonna have to get it to VRS.
Everyone's going to love it.
Get it on the dyno. Will's gonna love it. He's gonna be like, what have you bought now? So the following week, King did come back to me to say that unfortunately, Brabus no longer supply parts for the W212 E63 AMG, which I don't think is a bad thing, because ultimately I bought this car because I absolutely love it. I think it always needs to be known as the fake Brabus, and I feel like if we can just make it a better version of what it already is today, then I'll love it even more. So I got it straight to the body shop to get them few little age-related marks repaired, and that includes a horrible scratch on the rear quarter, the damage on the rear bumper, and of course that horrible pebble dashed effect on the front bumper. We can then move forward with the mechanical stuff and finding out what power it runs. So my friends at VRS have actually got a dyno where we can check the power of the car, because now that I know it's a fake Brabus, I'm also questioning, has it even been tuned? But before we can do that, we need to make sure that it has no mechanical issues that can prevent us from doing a safe and successful dyno run. So we dropped it off there. We've done our usual pre-delivery inspection process to make sure there was no underlying problems with the car first. And guess what? They found a problem. So, Will, the Brabus.
Or is it a Brabus?
Well, it's turned out to be a fake one, unfortunately.
With Brabus bits?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Would
Did
Brabus
you
have
tell
done
when
that?
you looked at it, like little things?
Yeah, I don't think Brabus. Well, maybe. I mean,
Time.
glue can fail.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
So yeah, Brabus have basically concluded that it's non-genuine, and they're obviously frustrated because it's a common thing. People are making fake Brabus parts, selling it as a genuine Brabus, and it's not.
It says 800 on the door.
So that's why we're here now. Yeah,
I have driven it from Leicester to here. Doesn't feel like 800.
Okay.
It definitely feels fast.
So it had a couple of issues, didn't it? It had the aircon pump. And
no, aircon. When you press the button, it just turned itself straight off.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, water pump.
Yeah, the water
We've done a bit
pump.
of filming earlier in the week. In
We
fact,
did.
we'll show everyone that bit now. Will, you found a problem with our Brabus.
Brabus.
What's this? What we've got? This looks expensive, mate.
This was the part that he said he changed on the video.
So what are you saying? It's not been done?
Well, it's been done, but we've redone it.
Okay.
So snap bolt in the front, number one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't seem important, but it actually held one of these pipes on, which was then tie wrapped up and all kinked like that at the top.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. This one, we had to get it out and break it off. All this red gash hose, whatever that is, like from eBay or something. You can't leave that on. It's not water pipe. It's just silicon, like vacuum hose. Obviously, when it gets hot, it's just going to melt. It's not like a toughened water hose, like, you know, the hoses have got like string inside them to stop them swelling up and breaking.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So again, this was leaking out of here, out the front there, into the bottom of the charge cooler. You can't, when you buy these from Mercedes, you can't just buy the hose and the fittings. You have to buy like a whole pipe. So some of them we've managed to put black actual hose on to try and save some money rather than replacing every single pipe. But like that one, that was leaking out the engine in the top, in the middle, and it had all this colour pink stuff around it. It was just snapped in the block. So with one O-ring on it, so we've replaced that piece. The water pump was just leaking down the front of the engine. You can see on the gasket, so when you look round this side, you can see where all the corrosion is here, where it was leaking, and then you can see all the pink on the pump. So these bolts, one of them wasn't even tight. On the back, you can see here, it basically, we just took it off and just started again with it. So we tried to just sort of retighten it. But when we took it off, none of the block had been cleaned up. So it just had debris all over the top of the block. So it's just a really poor job, basically. So we've now replaced, we thought we'd get away with a gasket, took it off. So the Mercedes pump has a plastic pulley. I don't know what this is, but it's got a steel, an aluminium pulley on it. So it's now got the correct plastic pulley water pump on from Mercedes, which is a modified part. All these bits here, that bolts over the top of that, like that, and then holds some blanks in there. All the O-rings were leaking on those. The best bit of the lot was whoever took the main water pipe out of it. I don't know why they've done this, but, and this was not us, by the way. They've put a screwdriver in and just absolutely mullered the hose and then put it back in. You can see it there?
Yeah.
I mean, what they were thinking, and you can see where the antifreeze is here, where it's been leaking out of it as well. When we looked at it, look at the side of it here.
It is ruined.
It's NFG, mate.
Yeah, it literally is.
No flipping good. So that was, obviously, we've had to replace that. It wasn't cheap, mate.
Since then, you've actually driven the car.
I have. And also on your list, you put service question mark. So I went in the glove box to have a look through the invoices. There's loads of Mercedes invoices in there, by the way. You must have seen that anyway.
Yeah.
And it had a service 12 months ago, paperwork for. I believe the guy said he serviced it, but we've done an oil change with a genuine filter and the proper Mercedes 229.5 spec oil or whatever this should have, the 540. It's 040 or 540, but I put 540 in because our weather now is obviously a lot hotter, so it's a bit better to have that in. And it's done 107,000, so a bit of thicker oil, it's a bit more protection. But I did notice in there is an invoice for a water pump from March, which he said he had fitted, and it did look new, but obviously did not done a great job of it. I thought because when we got the new pump from Mercedes, it came with a plastic wheel on it, and that one had an aluminium wheel, the pump wheel. So I presumed, and he couldn't see a number on, that it was a fake, not a fake, sorry, a non-genuine part. Because actually, there's an invoice for a genuine part, but the pump's changed, it's superseded since then. You can't get that old pump. And they used to do an exchange one, that supersedes to this outright buy one. So that's where we've ended up thinking it was fake, and it wasn't. But it was just fitted badly, and it wasn't, where it goes on the block and the gasket, it just wasn't cleaned up nice, so that's why I was leaking.
So you've refitted that part, but refitted it correctly?
No, I've put a brand new pump on it.
So we've had to put another new pump on it?
Yeah, I put a new pump on it. So, because where they'd fitted it on, and all the dirt that was still attached to it, it's just marked all the pump. I wasn't going to risk doing it, so I just did it that way. Obviously, it was 10 grand.
Yeah, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
To pay for that house.
Pay for that house that I don't own yet.
Yeah.
Another issue that I noticed when I was buying the car, that a lot of you will remember from the original video, is the unbearably creaky roof. That creaky roof is so irritating.
On the 212, which is the chassis version of this, you basically, the pan roofs, they bolt in with Torx 30s across the, I think Torx 30s or 40s or whatever they are. So you get this stuff called Crytox, which is like a sliding film for sunroofs, and Volkswagen use it on the EOS and a lot of the other cabriolet stuff. So what you do is you undo the bolts for the main aluminium frame, because it's aluminium onto metal. You crytox them with a brush, put the bolts back in. This is the TPI repair. It's not word for word, and then you bolt it back up, tighten the bolts back up. Sometimes people say just pull the roof line down, just nip it up. That's not the right way to do it. So is to put the oil on it so it doesn't creak. So it's when you're going over uneven ground that some roof creaks. So the Crytox or whatever, Mercedes call it something else, should fix this creaky roof.
Good,
so we're just currently doing that.
It's horrible.
What's the creaking? I think it's a sunroof.
It makes it not undrivable. That's a bit of a power. It is undrivable. It's just horrible. It's just constantly creaking.
So it's probably never been done because it's roof lining. You can't take the roof lining out the car without taking the windscreen out. So we have to take the roof lining down, hang it on top of the seats, and then go up through the hole in the middle and try and get to everything that way. So it's all doable. It's just
it's a big job. It's a big job, isn't it? For just a creak on the roof. So nothing's broken. It's just a wear and tear type thing. But
it's a normal thing on that chassis. It's well known for it. So. Unfortunately.
And if you won the car and you're driving down the road, you ain't going to want to drive it.
Well, it's going to be annoyed, aren't you?
It is annoying.
I'm hoping that what we do will fix that. So.
And something else that I was curious about is when I bought the car, the seller was adamant that it had a factory LSD, which is the main difference between an E63 and an E63S.
So if I was to do this, if I turn the wheel like that, see the other side's going the other way around. So I'm going forwards, that means that's an open diff.
Okay.
So if I was to turn that and it went the same way, that would mean it's gripping and it's got an LSD.
And this video confirms that it has one.
It has a diff in it.
So it's got an LSD. That's massive.
It's got an LSD.
That's amazing.
So hopefully anyway.
Is it a factory one? I suppose you don't know, do you?
No, I mean it's got AMG stamped on the diff, but I'm guessing they all have, so I don't know.
That's a massive plus. I'm really pleased about that. So the creaky roof is now sorted because you drove it today?
Driven it last night and I've driven it here today. Creaky roof is fixed. That was roof lining down. And then Crytox in between on top. And we've actually put felt tape as well because one of the Volkswagen fixes is felt tape. So we've done the Volkswagen and the Mercedes fix just so it just doesn't happen. It's not going to happen again.
Excellent.
So the aircon turned out, we regassed it because there was no gas in it. And then the machine was reading 6 bar. When we put the diagnostic equipment on it, it was reading 0. So that indicates that the pressure switch had failed. So the pressure switch is on the bottom, so you have to take all the bottom of the bumper off and stuff. Took all that off. And the pressure switch is here. And then the pipe going in is there, and it was all green with the dye around that. So we've taken the pipe, we've degassed it, taken the pipe off, cleaned everything off, put a fresh seal on as well, put that back on, greased it, put the high pressure switch in, regassed it again, and then now it all works and it's super cold. Yeah, so that's fixed as well. And obviously we've changed it all this morning because I looked and I just thought, you know what, I don't want to dyno it on oil that. I don't know. He probably did service it. I don't know, is the question. But I just didn't want to risk it. It's a lot of power for the sake of an oil change.
Yeah.
It's only $1,000.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you put your prices down?
Yeah, for
That's
you.
cheap for it.
Yeah, everyone keeps moaning, don't they, saying I'm too expensive. So.
So you've driven it. It's a nice car, isn't it?
It is a nice car.
It is a proper nice car. So I think the big question now is how much power is this engine producing? Because although we know it's not a genuine Brabus, we do believe or feel like it's tuned.
It's got a Brabus tune on it, has it?
I don't know.
What were the parts that were bought for it then?
Engine cover, these intake hoses or pipes. The ECU has got...
It's got a Brabus sticker on it.
And on the back of the ECU,
there's a Brabus sticker.
Brabus exhaust. Turns out it's not a Brabus exhaust. I think you've concluded that.
Yeah, it's just bits of pipe. I mean, it's neat.
Yeah.
But it's not. I wouldn't have thought that's a Brabus exhaust.
Yeah.
So.
And then obviously it's got the badges everywhere, like that one there, one on the dash.
We've done all these pipes are new as well because they were all red and they were that weird like vacuum hose, and I just thought that's just going to split. So I've replaced it. That's had all those replaced, and then on the video from before it shows where they'd levered the water pipe out and stuff. So, but that's all.
That's all good.
That's all factory.
No water leak anymore. Fresh oil. Diffs got an LSD.
Yeah.
We just need to find out how much power it's running. So
yeah, let's work
do it. Yeah,
let's do it. See what it makes.
So stock power on one of these is how much?
525 to 550. This is a 550 model.
Okay.
According to the paperwork. So.
Okay. So when you put the reg in, it comes up with 550.
Tells
Yeah.
you the power level.
So if it's stock, it will produce 550 horsepower. If it's tuned, somewhere above that.
Yep. So,
Okay.
and if it's got this 730 kit, I think the video said that.
Yeah.
That did see that bit. Then theoretically it should be 730. So we'll see. But I mean, today's not. I mean, it's 28 degrees in here.
It's warm.
It's charge cooled engine, so it's not gonna make top numbers theoretically. But the computer does account for that a little bit. I think the standard temperature is like 20 degrees or something, so it will give you, a percentage here and there
To compensate
so
for it.
yeah, the ISO or whatever they call
Okay.
it. So pretty standard thing. So we'll have a look and see what it makes. And I put fuel in it last night.
V-power.
No, I put 95 in it just so it makes power.
Cheap.
no, I put 50 quid worth of 99 Shell V-power in it.
Wicked.
So I know that it's
got good
that in
fuel
it.
in it.
Obviously I didn't know what it had when it came to me. I presumed it would have that, but I just want to make sure, give it a best possible chance.
So I think we're being a bit optimistic, expecting it to start with a 7, but it would obviously be nice.
So
I'm hoping it don't start with a 5.
No.
A 6 would be
660?
somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. Yeah.
660. I genuinely don't know.
No.
It feels
It's
It
fast,
feels
mate.
C7 RS6 700 when
Yeah,
you drive it.
it does. Yeah, that's the thing. A good
So
way
it might
of
be, they are a good engine. It's a big old thumper, isn't it, with a pair
It is.
of turbos.
It's a beast, mate.
It's a
V8, 2
beast.
turbos.
Right,
Let's do it.
Let's get it set up. So.
So the bad news is it's not 700 horsepower.
No, the good news is it's nearly 800 pounds-feet of torque there. That's why it feels fast.
That's mad. 787 pounds-feet of torque, 639 brake horsepower.
That's one pull. So it did, it literally did 633.9 and it's given it 6 horsepower for the heat. So which is about right.
Oh, okay. That's
So I think we'll leave the fans on it for a bit now. We'll do another pull, cool down run.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what it does.
All right.
See if it makes any difference.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's there, but you could feel the car. It's either getting hot or it hit like a torque limit or something. We pulled it back here.
Oh, yeah.
So you can feel it pull it back there.
Okay.
So because it was starting to make more. So you'll probably find that it's probably at the limit on the charge cooler, but yeah, it's definitely obviously on the Dyno you're not getting the same amount of air in the front.
Of course.
But it was going up there. We'll do another run in a minute.
So second run, almost 670 horsepower.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Not quite as much third time.
I think that's the realistic figure.
That's where we're at, yeah?
Yeah. That's the realistic figure. So 650, 790 pounds-feet.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
It's still a 650 horsepower car,
That's a lot of power. So 100 horsepower over what it is from factory.
Which is about right for what it's got.
Yeah. It's like a mild stage 2, is it? Or is it a...
Well, it's there. I mean, they don't. For them to make 730, we've done a couple of these, and we really need like water meth to cool them down.
Ah.
So, because the charge cooler's tiny, should we turn the fans on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, realistically, on these, the charge cooler's in the middle. They're not massive, and the real trouble with these cars is heat. So normally you would put bigger radiators on for the charge cooler. You can put different pumps on. The guys in America do that. What we normally do in the past is in these charge pipes here.
Yeah.
We put water meth, and then the charge goes really. It reduces it massively, and then it'll allow it to run. You can then run more
Cooler.
boost and cooler and everything like that.
Yeah.
So,
but at that setup, to see 650 horsepower.
Yeah, I think that's where I think I said 660, didn't I?
You actually did, yeah.
Yeah, which is just on previous history with these.
Well, the second run it done a bit more than that as well, didn't it?
It did, but then it pulled it back.
Okay. So you wouldn't look at that as a genuine run as such?
No, so because it was cooled down a bit, what you'll probably find is it would have done more boost. That extra boost would have created more heat. The air temp protection would have kicked in and pulled the boost back. So
okay,
yeah, that tends to be what happens. So that run there is more realistic.
That's your verified run there.
Yeah, that's what.
650 horsepower.
I'd say that's what
done.
this is.
Yeah. I'm well happy with that.
So, but it's fast on the road, man. You know
it's a fast car.
And we can't. It doesn't matter how big a fans I put on. You direct the air like we are doing to the correct radiators. You directed the air where it needs to go. If you put a massive fan at the front and simulate 150 mile an hour wind, you're more likely to get more power. But you know, that's a £1 million Dyno room. It's probably not.
But the truth of the matter is, it's better off out on the road where it's got 150 mile an hour wind coming
if
at
you're doing 150 mile an hour,
but to do a proper run, that's what you do, wouldn't you? But trying to achieve that in a room.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got something that's inefficient, like a charge cooler, it's not inefficient on all cars. Just if it's small and you try and do big power, you know, and it's a hot day, it's very humid in here, and it's also very hot. So it's 30 degrees now. So, you know, 30.1 degrees.
So it's gone up.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it. It's hot, and it's really
very
muggy.
hot here.
And air density is key because the denser the air, the more oxygen's in it, the more power the car will produce. So, you know, if your parts per million of oxygen are a lot higher, then oxygen, as you know, on a fire is going to make it a lot better. That's why nitrous works, because it's a massive amount. It's so cold, it's a massive amount of oxygen in there. So that's why you need to put extra fuel in, and you make
up
power.
for the extra oxygen. Got ya.
Yeah. So
creates more bang, and then you've got more power.
Yeah, and then the piston's going to get, each piston, there's 8 of them, is going to get pushed down much harder, and that creates more power and more noise. So. But yeah, that's
on a couple of your runs there. I noticed you sort of let it crackle and pop a little. It sounds so good.
I forgot about that. I thought, I'll do that now.
Add a bit of drama in.
I didn't know it did that because we'd just been working on it, and then I drove it back last night on the motorway, and I put it in the Sport Plus thing, and we came out of a roadwork bit, and I gave it a bit, and I let off, and it was like, pa, 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 pa. I was like, oh god.
It's so cool.
No police about. It's wicked.
It's a proper hero of a car, isn't it? It's turned out to be a really nice thing.
It's a wicked car.
It's a really wicked car, isn't it?
It's so cheap.
I know.
We were just saying, what can you buy for that money?
What can you get for that money? Like,
it's rear-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive. It's modern as well. It's like a modern AMG with a V8 under the bonnet.
The new ones are four-wheel drive, aren't they?
Yeah.
The ones,
yeah, they are. Yeah. And the early 212s are an NA. So this is like the more modern 5.5.
The most fun one.
The twin turbo engine. Yeah.
Especially with a diff.
Yeah, especially with a diff. Wicked.
That's it then.
Job done. Let's
just leave it here, and I'll just daily it.
It can be yours. It might be.
I need to buy a ticket.
Yeah, or not.
We talked about that before. It's a bit of a conflict of interest. Imagine
you're not allowed
the
to
hate.
The hate. It's rigged. It's rigged. Sorted. We'll put it off and hit the road for the final chapter of the journey. Yeah.
Wicked.
So that's it, the E63 is now finally complete and ready to give away this Sunday. Alright, it's not a genuine Brabus car, but we've had all that paintwork done, so the outside of it now is absolutely stunning. If you remember as well, it had bald rear tyres which have now been replaced. We've had it serviced, we've got that water leak done, got the aircon fixed, the creaky sunroof is now no longer creaking. It's been complemented by Brabus, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, and it's even got an LSD. And it turns out it is tuned, and we saw it make over 650 brake horsepower today. I think for me personally, above everything, this car has made such an interesting story. I remember back to when I first bought it, I'd done that 5-hour journey, and I turned up and I was disappointed. I kept finding more and more wrong with the car, and deep down I had this really strong feeling that it wasn't a genuine Brabus. But I also knew that I had to buy it, and I'm so glad that I did. I literally feel like I've walked into a dog kennels and saved an old dog that's been unloved and neglected for a long period of time, and I've brought it back to life and saved it. And this car, like so many other cars, was worth every bit of effort. I think I want to end this by saying thanks to Theo. He's a young, optimistic and hopeful young lad, and although he perhaps couldn't afford to maintain his car, he clearly absolutely loved it. I can imagine owning an E63 AMG at 21 years old was an absolute dream for him, and I rate it that he even took the plunge and bought it in the first place. I say it a lot, there's lies and there's porky pies, and I feel like Theo just told a few porkies, but as we get older, we get wiser, and those little porkies tend to slide. I'm just glad that I didn't fall for the porkies and I didn't overpay for the car. But Theo, I rate ya.
Well, I know it ain't a Brabus, but I think this needs to stay.
Yeah, I
It
think
needs
we both agree that it needs a little bit of glue just popping under there.
Bit of glue. I mean, if the winner wants to remove all the Brabus stuff, they're more than welcome to. But I feel like if these badges weren't on this car, then we wouldn't have got these videos. We'd never have bought it, and we wouldn't be stood here today. So I'm grateful for these £6 eBay Brabus badges. Timu, not eBay.
And that's it, job done. Car Vertical link below, code CCD to get 20% off, and good luck for Sunday.